Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're gonna go way back, all the way to 1957 to check out one of the most important albums ever recorded. It's Carl Perkins and his record, Dance Album. Music history has a funny way of twisting reality, distorting facts, and overlooking the true source of many innovations in every aspect of the word. And few artists have suffered this worse than Carl Perkins. He's responsible for some of the most iconic songs in the entire history of music, and he rarely receives all the credit he deserves. Though most people have been misled to think otherwise, Blue Suede Shoes, yeah, that's a Carl Perkins song. Matchbox? Yep, he wrote that one too. Honey Don't? You got it, Carl Perkins. And all of those songs can be found on this record. In many ways, Dance Album is not only a collection of Carl Perkins' greatest hits, but many of the greatest songs in all of music history. A lot of people know that Blue Suede Shoes was the first single to sell 1 million copies for Sun Records. What most people don't know is it was the Carl Perkins version that sold 1 million, not that later cover. When you break down the music all across this album, you can see the clear links where country western music gave way to the rock and roll sound. And you can hear it on every single song because for a majority of them, the orchestrations are little more than Carl and his guitar and a very basic rhythm section. Furthermore, it's within these songs that you can hear the influence on all of those superstars from Sun Records. You can hear where Johnny Cash got a lot of his style, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, you name it, it all comes back to Carl Perkins. In fact, it was during Carl Perkins' recording of Matchbox that infamous jam session occurred that would become known as the $1 Million Quartet. The fact of the matter is, Carl Perkins' Dance Album is one of the most important turning points in all of music history. And while the music media may want you to think otherwise, there's absolutely no question that this is an amazing record everyone should own. Okay everyone, today for something new, we're going to check out a record that came out a few months ago. The name of the group is Cave, and the album is called Neverendless. I'll admit it, I was sold on this record completely within the first few minutes of it playing. Let me tell you why. There are deep grooves set into place almost instantly, but there's this aggression, this grit, this grind that comes along with it that completely separate these guys from anyone else who takes the same musical structures. In a lot of ways, this is where the hard rock, almost heavy metal sound meets the psychedelic jam band style, and it's never come together this well. A lot of the reason for that is you can tell there's an unparalleled chemistry between the band members. You can hear them playing off of each other, feeding off of each other's energy, and it results in a bunch of phenomenal songs. You can hear influences from groups like Kraftwerk as much as you can hear influences from groups like Can or the entire jazz movement. And it's this combination of styles and influences that make the music like nothing else you've ever heard. Cave shows an absolute mastery of the idea of taking a single riff and exploring it in every single way possible. And yet they never seem to go too far off base or lose focus, and that enables the orchestrations to stay tight throughout every single second. This also leads to an exceptional level of tension in every single song, and it prevents them from becoming too drone-like, which is where a lot of bands fall off. Cave clearly understands how to add enough to these songs to make them intriguing and interesting, yet they never overdo it to the point where the music becomes jumbled. I can't say it enough. It's great to see there are bands out there still trying to make deep, exciting music, and on the buy it or borrow it, there's no question, this one's a buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and leave a comment, go ahead and click like, whatever you want to do. Remember that if you leave a comment here or you share this video via my Facebook page, you're automatically entered to win at least 4 of the albums I recommend this month at the end of the month. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I talk about the best music ever made at thedailyguru.net. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr right here, and we'll see you guys again next week.